Don't you get sick and tired of hearing,
Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again?
so I'm a system administrator in real life, and it's actually just one of my goals to be able to teach everyone that I can, at least the very basics about using computers so that you're comfortable at work and you're not afraid to ask questions. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to move the taskbar to where we want it to be, which is where it's been in every other Windows OS, which is on the left side. We're going to disable the widgets because we don't need them. We're going to learn how to install. You're not supposed to see that because I'm later on in the video than I probably should be recording this portion. We won't go through all that. We're going to learn how to install Chrome and Firefox and get rid of Edge. And if your PC looks like this, you probably have Windows 11. More than likely, if you have Windows 10, this area right here, it has started to move toward the center because they want to mimic Linux. Your taskbar is usually set off to the left here. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. If you right click anywhere in this white space on your taskbar, you'll get the taskbar settings. Go ahead and click on that. The first thing I like to do is I like to come down to taskbar behaviors, and then I move the taskbar over to the left again. Sorry, Windows, I know you want to be Linux, you'll never be Linux.
Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Okay, so some people like to do things like automatically hide the taskbar. I'm not going to do anything like that right now. We're just going to try and make it so that this computer's usable from the first time that you log in. So I don't use any of the widgets. Some of the widgets that are available, it looks like, whoops, weather, news, pretty much anything that you can slap the word Bing in front of. I don't know where this is. Oh, it thinks I'm in Montana. That's fine. Kalispell. I don't use any of these, so I usually just get rid of that. I tell it to turn the widgets off. Some of you may see a Cortana symbol here. I told it not to install Cortana, or not to show Cortana. I think Cortana's going away and it's going to become Copilot now. They're going to try and search for things inside of your computer and online using AI, or what they call AI. It's more machine learning. We won't go down that rabbit hole right now, but let's go ahead and exit out of this. So now we have our taskbar over to the left. There's a few things here that I prefer not to be here. One is the Windows Store, Microsoft Store. I don't use it all that much. I usually just right click and unpin it from the taskbar. I don't want it there. I have no use for it. So if I want to search for it, I can just go to the start menu, type store. There it is. Fantastic. Next thing I do is I move my browser all the way to the left. That's just habit. It's one of the first things that I use when I get onto a computer. So I just put it farthest to the left, so it's the first thing I can click on. I don't like Edge though. And this is why. When you first open Edge, it attacks you with all these things it wants you to do right off the very beginning. Stay up to date by bringing in your browser data from other browsers. I don't have anything to transfer right now, so we're going to say start without your data. Let's see here. Yeah, we're just going to not allow. This is more of their spyware that they try to get you to use. Oh, this is new. Sign in to Google to continue, so you can import your data from Google. I still don't know why you want to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of Edge. If you click this box, they will use spyware to serve you ads, help you shop and find news. So go ahead and confirm, start browsing, and they'll try to sell you on more stuff. I usually close the first two tabs and just have a brand new, fresh, new tab right here. First thing I'm going to do is search for Chrome download. And you can specify Windows 11. If you click Chrome download, it will bring you to the web page. First one's an ad. If you have an ad blocker at your place of business, don't click on this one because it won't actually take you to the download spot. Or did they change that? Ad related to Chrome download. Oh, they're promoting themselves. Okay. So this doesn't say add next to it, so you can actually just click on this. Make sure that it took you to google.com and then click download Chrome. I don't want to help make them better. That's just personal opinion. If you want to send your information to them, feel free. So it'll download Chrome for you. And let's say this goes away. That's one of the questions that a whole bunch of people have. I don't see the downloads area. If you click the 3 dots and you come down to downloads, it'll show up there again. Or you can come down to your file explorer. You can go to your downloads folder, and it's right here, Chrome setup. So we'll double click on that, install a superior browser. And while we're waiting, well, it's actually going to ask for permission. Oh, here's something I didn't do. I didn't give myself admin credentials. Okay, hold right here. I'll give myself credentials and I'll be right back. That's something that you'll probably want to do with your own computer if you create a local account. I'll go into that in another video. It's a little more in depth. So we're going to go back to double clicking Chrome. And if you installed Windows Home on your computer, wow. Okay, that did work. That did work. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, Chrome can be installed without admin credentials. That's cool. I wish I would have seen that before. So it's going to go ahead and install. Let's come back over to the browser and we'll do the same thing. We'll just replace Chrome with Firefox. And I'm not going to tell you you have to use either of these. By the way, if you click on the download button right here, it'll actually open the page where it kicks off a download. You can see that it downloaded here. Go ahead and double click that. Once again, in your downloads folder. This one's going to ask for credentials. We're going to go ahead and let this install. Go ahead and close these tabs out. There's no reason to have Edge open any longer. I always come down here and just unpin it from the taskbar. Depending on your preference of browser. Yeah, Firefox always wants to do it for you. If you want to choose them as a default browser, you can. And if you want to import from your previous browser, you're more than welcome to. We'll cover that in another video as well. Or you can skip this step. I'm just going to skip it because I don't want anything special set up. I just want it to be able to give me a web page or, you know, allow me to use a browser or a Google search or something like that. Okay, so we're going to close out. Don't sign in. I'm not going to set as my default browser. I mean, the ad privacy stuff is cool. This was a response to other people using ad blockers to try and block Google ads and YouTube ads and stuff like that. Once again, probably another video. We'll talk about that kind of stuff. But that's pretty cool. So you've downloaded and installed your own browsers. We moved the taskbar over to the left. Last thing we're probably going to do, I like dark mode. And don't be afraid to change stuff like this. If your IT department doesn't allow you to make changes, I'm sorry. That kind of sucks, but my people at work, the people that I do IT for, I allow them to make small changes like desktop background changes. If we notice that it's something that's inappropriate, then we'll have that conversation with people. But just don't go overboard, and your IT department probably won't even bother you. Most small to medium business, small to medium sized companies, their IT departments aren't overbearing and too corporate. So for the most part, you can come in and do this kind of stuff, but there's this cool little personalize your device area. So how I got to that was kind of the start menu, go to settings, and it's just on the home page here. You can click on home, and it'll tell you to personalize your device. You can choose color mode. I like dark better. And then if you want to change the theme, the way that things look, you can click around on these things and just decide if you like there's a light mode one with a cool background. We'll show you the background. No. Another dark mode. And the purple, I think, I don't know where that accent comes in, because in light mode, I thought it was the taskbar here. Maybe it isn't. Anyway, dark mode will save you headaches, save your eyeballs. It has recommended settings here. That's something that if you decide that you want to come in and change, you're more than welcome to. If you do work at a business, you're on your work computer and you're watching this video, more than likely you won't have access to change these settings, and that's fine. Your IT department will want to have the PCs running a certain way. So one thing I want to try to implement here is a little bit of vocabulary for the first video. Start menu. When they say the start menu, or press start on your keyboard, there's an icon that looks like this on one of your keys on most US keyboards. It's usually the second key in from the left, next to the left control button. If you hit it, see, I won't click right here. If you hit it on your keyboard, it'll open your start menu. And this is where you can come to look at all apps, or it has recommended stuff based on what you've been in recently, what type of apps you've been using recently. It has a whole bunch of pinned apps. Most of these are ads. They're not apps that are actually downloaded to the computer. So like if you right click WhatsApp and unpin it from the start, or click uninstall, it's not going to actually uninstall anything. It's just going to delete a shortcut. If you click to open it, it will actually download the file and it'll put it on your computer. It's all just bloatware that's installed by Microsoft. If you click on all apps, you can kind of see stuff like that. The Clipchamp video editor is kind of cool. The games that they install are kind of the microtransaction-y type games. So, oh, they're not even installed. They're just ads, aren't they? Oh, I guess the only thing on here is Solitaire right now. That's cool. So they have kind of de-bloated a little bit. WhatsApp is probably on here because Facebook is Mark Zuckerberg and he's sleeping with Microsoft. Spotify, of course, probably paid to be on here. LinkedIn, the same thing. If you feel like removing all of those, though, you just click uninstall. And like I said, it's just going to delete a link. It's not actually installed on your computer. I don't use Spotify, so I'm going to uninstall that. Solitaire. Everyone likes Solitaire, right? I'm not going to open it all the way. And then, so we've talked about start menu, and then this is your file explorer. You might hear it called explorer.exe or explorer. Oh, we didn't pin a browser. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Just right click on Chrome and pin to, so they have this hidden, I don't know why, pin to taskbar is right there. Drag it over to the left. So once again, right click, go to show more options, and it's in, well, it says unpin now, but it said pin to taskbar. Once you're done installing these install files are no longer necessary. They're such a small file, you can re-download them again later if you need to. I usually just highlight them and either right click and hit the trash can, or highlight them and hit the delete key on the keyboard. These files will go away. They'll actually go into the recycle bin, and because Microsoft looks out for people, this is one thing that I agree with them on. They want to make sure that you meant to delete something. So you can highlight these files and restore them all if you want. And they'll go back to the original file folder that they were in. Or you can empty the recycle bin. It'll ask you again, do you want to delete these two items? Just click yes. All right, I think we've probably learned enough for the first episode. We'll go into this a little bit deeper. Next episode, I think we'll learn a little bit about bloatware and how to uninstall it. we'll go through the start menu so you can learn about that a little bit, and then we'll kind of go through a little bit more advanced stuff, possibly even using the command prompt, which I think is terminal now in Windows 11. But anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, like this video if you don't mind, and we'll catch you in the next one.